Let's read the lowest rated books that I already own on my shelves according to Goodreads. I thought it would be a fun way to clean up my shelves or read it on haul it kind of situation. Going through a couple books and making some decisions quickly. I don't always agree with the masses. I have actually done the past videos, I can link that, where I was giving you my favorite books that are rated low on Goodreads, because again, I don't always agree, but I guess we're going to test that once again and we'll see how bad it can be. Because it can't be that bad, right? Full disclosure, not every single book that I own is on my Goodreads want to read shelf. If you know a quick way to do that, let me know. Can you scan them with your phone or something? Let me know. But we have plenty of options no matter what. And of course, next month I will be doing the reverse. I'll do the highest rated, just, you know, balancing things out. So I haven't checked yet. Let's see. I'm a little nervous because I'm becoming more of a mood reader, but the first one that I see, I do own that, and it is Looker, which we're gonna try and go find. So these are all my unread books. I'm organizing them later today, so do not worry. It's the last time you're seeing them that way. But Looker is a mystery thriller, but I don't know where it is. It's small. That's literally all I remember. Is it small? No, not that. You. Where are you? I have no idea. Oh, there it is. There you go. Our first victim, Looker by Laura Sims. I do not know what the book is about. In my defense, it was sent to me, and it's one of those books that fell into the cracks. I felt like I read a bunch of books and I just forgot this one existed, and it's been on there for years, but it's fairly short, so I don't think it's going to be, it's less than 200 pages, but I didn't tell you, the rating was 3.07. which is one of the lowest ones I have seen in a long time. I think the lowest rated book I've ever read was a comic from A Tale of Two Cities, and it was so bad. I read the whole thing. I don't know why, because I understood absolutely nothing, so I still need to read the actual classic. I thought it would be a fun way to get an idea what the topic was about, and it wasn't. So that one was rated like 2 point something. Like, it was really low. But 3.07? That's low. That's low. So that's our first... I shouldn't call it a victim. Our first option. I'm going to try it and make a choice if I want to finish it or not. The second one, I do have the audiobook for The House in the Pines, but I've already DNF'd it, so I'm not going to try it again. And that one was rated 3.09, which is very low. See, I need to trust myself more and more whenever I decide I'm not feeling it, because I do agree with the people there. Ooh, The Turn of the Screw. That's classics, though. I feel like classics in general get low ratings on Goodreads because people are forced to read them in school. So, yeah, let's grab it, though. So, I don't know if it's in the mystery thriller or the classic section. So, let's see. I know it's a mass market paperback, so I don't have that many. There it is. So, The Turn of the Screw by Henry James. My edition has other stories, but I'm going to stick to that one. I don't know how big it is, how long. It's 133 pages, so it's quite short, but it's a classic, so it could still be a long read, we'll see. But I'm not too afraid of the rating. It was 3.38, which is definitely low even for a classic, but we'll see if I agree or not with people. I think we should just make a pile first, and I'll just go through them because some of them I might put down quickly. So the next one that I'm seeing that is low and that I own, I don't know if I have that one actually. Claire North, The End of the Day. Just in case. That one is 3.42. I'm going to grab another one just in case, because 3.45 I also have space opera. So let's go check for both. So I'm not sure if Claire North is in the sci-fi or like literary fiction, but space opera is definitely here. So we're going to try to find that first, which I cannot wait to organize my shelves. This is getting ridiculous. Where is that? There. Oh, literally right there. So one, now, is it here? Oh, there it is. Okay. There you go. I wasn't sure if I owned this one or not because I've read The First 15 Lives of Harry August by her, really liked it. And then I tried something else and I think I put it down, and it was an author. I really like her premises, but her writing style wasn't really up my alley. Like, it was more literary fiction. I want to say like stream of consciousness. Even though it suited the book, I had to be in the right mood and I just never ended up continuing reading her books. So this has been on my shelf and I have at least one or two more. So another one that fell into the cracks. So the end of the day, I believe this one, the main character is death, which I think is a cool premise, which I didn't check. I wanted to go into them not knowing anything, but like, it's right there. Sooner or later, death visits everyone. Before that, you'll meet Charlie. So I guess he's not actually death, but before death. We'll see. That one is definitely the thickest one, but we'll see. And then my last option is going to be Space Opera, which was 3.45, I think. I believe this one people were saying that it was kind of a Eurovision-inspired, funny kind of sci-fi. But apparently people don't like funny books. Oh, see in the back it says, life is beautiful and life is stupid. I don't know about that. So I think 4 is a decent amount to start with. If it goes horribly, or I mean, really good, if you want me to declutter, I might need more and we'll go back to the phone, but I think that's a good start. So I'm going to go in order from the lowest to highest rated and we'll see how it goes. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I probably won't agree with everything, but maybe I'm going to find some really terrible books. So far, I found so many new favorites in 2026 that I don't really mind. It's not going to put me in a reading slump, but I'm very curious how that's going to go. So let's get ready and see how many cats will join me. I am in bed and there's like already 3 cats here, so there's no mystery. I'm going to start with Looker. Going to view my first impression, first couple pages, but yes. Just for, you know, you're always looking your best in your close-ups. And there's also Charlie. You saying hi? That is your best angle too. Love it. Yeah, okay. Keeping me company. He's so cute. And, go baby. He's actually becoming friendly somehow. It's actually their birthday this week. I don't know when you were born. The 3 of the ones were born in that closet, but he's like a year younger. They're turning 3 and he's turning 2. That's just crazy to me. Anyway, let's see how bad it is. I'm giving up on the books. I'm like 30 pages in. I didn't even read actually the reviews because I wanted to form my own opinion. But I understand why people don't like it. You found this woman, she is going through it. Her and her husband are not together anymore, basically because she can't get pregnant. So she's in that really dark headspace and she becomes obsessed mainly with one neighbor, but not only one, who is like an actress. She's famous and, you know, she has 3 kids, the perfect life. And it's giving like You vibes. Like she stares at her through the window kind of thing and tries to like get a chance to talk to her because she's like a neighbor. So I understand why people didn't like it. Frankly, I'm just not interested. So I could finish it, but I know I wouldn't love it. So there's no point. So we're going to move on to the second book because all I see is like a paw, right? Not going to show you the whole view, but that's all I'm seeing right now is a paw right in the air. Chunky is like right over there chilling. So yeah, 1 down. 3 more to go. Although the next one's a classic, so I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish that today because 133 pages of a classic is like double of a normal book. But let's see how it goes. Okay, so I read the first couple pages on page like 21, chapter 3, I guess. And it's someone retelling a story that happened, which I feel like happens a lot in classics, but that is fine. I'm liking the writing. I just don't think I'm going to be able to finish that just today. So I will update you, but I think we have found our first book that will not be DNF'd. I finished the classic, and honestly, I don't agree with the people. I enjoyed it. I think I'm going to round it up to a 4. The thing is, the ending, I don't think this is a spoiler. I mean, it's a classic too, but it's open-ended, which I see how that would annoy people, and usually it annoys me too, but it kind of leaves you with 2 possibilities. And I had bought this book because I was told it was the inspiration for another book I had read. What was it? Turn of a Key by Ruth Ware. And honestly, they weren't that similar, except for the title. But basically, you don't know if, let me backtrack the topic. This woman is hired to go work for this family, these two, perfect little kid. Their parents died, and it's their uncle who has the responsibility of them, but he wants her to do everything. Like, she's sent, there's obviously servants there too, but she's going to be educating them, but he wants to hear nothing about it. He doesn't want to be reached for like nothing. She's the one making all the decisions, which is really suspicious. And yeah, she's like, what is wrong with these kids that he wants nothing to do with them? Or is he just that busy? And things are being weird. She starts seeing these people on the property, and you just don't know if she is losing it or if they're actually being haunted by these ghosts of the past. So yeah, the ending is pretty open, like I was saying. So I think that would be the annoying part, depending on your taste. And usually I'm not a big fan of open endings, but I do think it suits the book. And I haven't read a classic in a while now, and I just always love the writing. So this was good. Like, is it an all-time favorite? No, but this was quite well known and popular, so I kind of get it. But yeah, I don't think it was what 28 or something. It was low, and I think that was a little harsh. I did read the first couple pages of this one because I couldn't wait. I had nothing else to read, okay? I hadn't had time to update. And so far, I feel like my opinion of her other books' writing style is going to be the same. It definitely still feels like the topic is always like kind of fantasy sci-fi-ish, but the way she writes is more literary fiction, which is not going to always be everyone's cup of tea, but it's the way that it feels very stream of consciousness. Like, he's overhearing conversations and things like that. So you get a lot of like parts of sentences, and I don't know how I feel yet about it, but obviously I have like another 400 pages to go. Yeah, so I'll update you, but this one is going to be like a make it or break it. Like, it's the one that I don't know how I'm going to feel, because I read the book, The First 15 Lives. I think I had rounded up to 4 because it was someone reliving their lives over and over again, which is a topic I went on a binge with. I've read so many books with that topic, and I had liked this one, but it became more like, not murder mystery, but like more action-packed than expected. But again, the writing style just didn't really mix with what I would usually expect from that concept, but it still worked. But yeah, the writing style wasn't 100% my cup of tea, which is why I was 3.75, I think I had given it. But it was good. But I might have similar feelings. I have a feeling I'm going to have similar feelings about this one, so we'll see. I finished my third book for the challenge, and I liked it quite a bit, honestly. I'm surprised people didn't, because it was good. I stand by what I said, first impression, and it is the third book I've read by the author. Now I've checked. The first 15 lives are very August. I was saying it was someone reliving their lives over and over, and first 15, then at least 15 times. And the writing style worked, even though, again, it took me a second to get used to it. But someone that has lived their life 15 times, there's just so many memories, and like, it would go back and forth between timelines, which again makes sense if you've lived super long. And I had read The Disappearance of Hope, which was about a character that whenever she leaves the room, people forget about her. So again, that's kind of traumatic, and like, that will play with your head. So that again made sense with the story, the writing style. And again, in this case, character straight up is dealing with PTSD. So Charlie goes to visit some people all over the world before death, sometimes as a courtesy, sometimes as a warning. And some of the situations he will be in are really difficult to deal with. Again, being, kidnapped or threatened, again, going in places where war is a thing, it will affect someone. So he does this job for a couple of years throughout the book, and he's also having difficulty living his own life because, again, he's traveling everywhere all the time. So while there are some beautiful moments, there are some difficult ones too. So again, that writing style, it works with it. So I can't complain about it. It just ends up always working with her stories. But I feel like if you are more someone that reads literary fiction, very character driven, maybe a bit sad stories, like depressing ones, but there's still some hope in this one, I would highly recommend this. So maybe just the wrong people are reading it. I don't know. I'm going to give it 4. and I believe the average rating was 3.45, I don't want to say, which is low for Goodreads. And yes, I'm only giving it like 0.5 more or something, but if you look at my average rating, I checked it today and I'm at 3 point something. I'm pretty low, which I guess I'm a harsher reviewer than the average on Goodreads, but I feel like 3 point something is not that bad. Like if you think of a bell curve, it's normal that most of the books you're going to read will be like 3.5. And I'm having an amazing reading year this year so far. I've given 4 or 5 stars to like so many books that I really don't feel right now that I'm being harsh. Anyway, so I am rating it higher than average. So with these two, I mean, this one is pretty close to the average, but still, 2 that I kind of disagree with the average rating, and then 1 that I completely agree because I didn't make it very far. So we're doing good so far, I think. So I have one last one to try. So space opera, like I said, this one is sci-fi and it's supposed to be funny. And after the other one, something lighter might be exactly what I need. So I'm going to try the first chapter actually, just in case, because the other one, that was pretty quick of a decision, and I'll let you know. Okay, so I made it a little past chapter 2, and I really don't like the writing style. Like at first, it just seems to be very long sentences. Like, you know, let me read the first sentence. That will tell you what you need. Once upon a time, on a small, watery, excitable planet called Earth, in a small, watery, excitable country called Italy, a soft-spoken, rather nice-looking gentleman by the name of Enrico Fermi was born into a family so overprotective that he felt compelled to invent the atomic bomb. So, like, that first sentence was like, okay, cool. But then it keeps going and going and going, those super long sentences. And, like, Fermi paradox is something that I really love reading about in, like, sci-fi books. It's a great concept, terrifying concept, but I'm just really not loving when the whole book is written like that. I feel like the best way, is it really the best way? I feel like if you like The Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, you know, that kind of writing, I feel like this is closer to your taste than mine. So I'm learning to give up on books when I'm not feeling it, because at this point I've attempted like 1,000 books on here over the years, and I've noticed over time, because I used to never DNF books. I had to finish them and it never paid off. And like now I'm finally learning that, again, it's okay to let go. I bought this at a library sale probably back in the day. They were 4 for $1. So I feel like whenever you start watching on Booktube videos, you just want to buy all the books, read all the ones that people talk about, and you're still learning your taste. So that's why at this point, I know that it's not going to get better for me, and it's okay. It's hard still, but it's okay. So I'm going to DNF this one too. So I guess now there are 2 books I agree with people and 2 that I kind of disagree. So these 2, actually, I did reorganize my books. I'm proud. These 2 will be added to my unhaul shelf. That was really good, Emily. So 2 that are off my shelf. So like it's a win-win situation. 2 that I ended up enjoying, 2 that are gone. I can't complain. That challenge was actually really fun to do. So if you would like me to do it again, please let me know. I'm going to figure out a way to, like I said, put all of those on my Goodreads on a shelf, specifically like everything I own physical copy of, and I will do this again, I think. I'm definitely doing next month anyway, the really high rating ones, just to balance things out. I have a feeling it's almost going to be the opposite, because when the bar is super low, you find good surprises, and if you don't like it, it's not surprising. But the high rated ones, that could be controversial. We'll see what happens. Also, I wanted to show you something. I mentioned earlier, I think that it was the cat's birthday this week, and I got them their new favorite toy, literally ever. With 4 cats, if you don't entertain them, they will find ways to entertain themselves, and that is dangerous. Destroying things, or like Charlie likes to swallow things that are not food. It's fantastic. So I got them this new toy, a cat dancer. They haven't loved, all 4 of them loving something. Great. With 4, like whether it's food or toys, usually at least one of them will like it. Sometimes none. All 4 of them. I have clips. I'll show you, and I'll speak on top of it because I was just giggling the whole time because they were losing their mind, and they had already been playing for like 5 minutes, and they were so out of breath and so motivated. Claudia is terrifying. When she plays, there's a reason that she's like the hunter, the bug killer in the house. She was so intense, like she took it personally. She wanted to kill that thing, and so she did, very much so. And Charlie is so picky. He never plays with toys. It's really hard because he gets scared of the other cats. He still uses the wheel every day, by the way, because people were asking me if it was worth the money. Out of the 4 of them, he's the only one that uses it morning and night every single day. Chunky and Claudia, sometimes when they get the zoomies, they'll jump on it and run a bit. Chip has never touched it once in his entire life, which sucks because he will attack the other cats if he still has energy when we play, so that's not good. He's starting to get better. He's finally turning 2 now and finally getting better. Chunky tries his best. That's usually what happens with him. But yeah, all 4 of them love the toy. It's also really affordable, and you can possibly make it at home if you want to. It's like a metal wire with like cardboard. But yeah, they all love it. So I thought I would insert some clips because they were so funny. I wonder how long it's going to last, but I think they're going to stay really into it. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you would like me to do it this format, the lower rated ones, let me know. I'll definitely do that. And I'm looking forward to trying the highest rating ones. But that's going to be next month because my next vlog is going to be my read it on haul it. So it's kind of like 2 in a row because this one was kind of like that. But I just like to find new ways to go through that backlog because some of these have been there for so long. It's ridiculous. It's time for me to make decisions. That's why 4 in one go. I'm happy. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.